it's not just every Westerner, it's not just every American. I mean, this is global, you know. I mean, this is a global problem. We are tethered to our machines and our protocols and our systems, and a lot of these things are cobbled solutions with a lot of cultural lag and a lot of compromises way down in the foundation, you know, that are affecting the way that we're building now. And we're realizing, oh crap, like we're gonna have to tear this whole thing down and get back to that, you know, deal with that. But like you said, it's like it's kind of too late. I mean, you can't. What are you gonna do, Mr. Robot it and, you know, destroy everything? Like, I mean.
Well, and that's why the Christmas cathedral is just continuing. It's just growing like a moss over everything. You know, everything we do. It's pervasive because I think because what you're saying, like we're tethered to these things,
right?
And we rely more and more on big systems,
right,
to fix the problem. And so when it comes to accelerationism, I want to take a step back. We've talked about this before. I want to go to a log cabin and just have no connection, to the internet.
Right.
But obviously, these are extremes. And but I do think there is something. I think there is something in the future here for community, like more like what we're doing here, but growing it, so that there's more voices and there's more, but there's smaller groups.
I think we need smaller groups. I think that, like I subscribe to Dyrus. I mean, he's one of my favorite League of Legends players, and just I love the guy because there's just so little artifice with him. He's literally like, I make jokes about me being Eeyore. Well, he has a voice about as deep as mine, and he is Eeyore nonstop. I mean, his stream is literally like, well, I guess I got him. The way he says it, it's just so deadpan. Like when he gets mad, even, it's just kind of like, hey, I love this guy. There's just no pretense or artifice with the guy, and so I subbed to him last month. But now I'm into, like, he has a Discord with all these tiers, and so I went into it. I can't. It's like there's so many tiers, and there's so many. They have their own language. I mean, there's this. It's like the city of Dyrus. It's like he's literally like in Ready Player One. He's got his own little planet there, and at a certain point though, it's like, when you think about it, when you're going to church, like. When I was younger, and I'd go to different churches, and I'd go to these giant mega churches in Atlanta or something like that, and you're just literally a number, and you could just kind of blend into the back, and I think all across the board, I think we are finding these schisms, right, where people are just forming their own communities, and that's what's for us, like our little tiny subreddits. I've got 100 and I don't know, maybe 200 people in one, and we got 20 in another, and 20 in another. And it's been nice. It's like no noise. You don't have to worry about trolls because there's nothing there, I mean, that, and so, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's almost like smaller is better at this point, and people can kind of have actual conversations again, not just like superficial sort of showbiz conversations, conversations that you're having while people are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Which then it becomes something else. It becomes artifice, and I think the Christmas cathedral, I've been trying to think about how to categorize it. Like I'm thinking about it like now as like two hydras. I'm trying to figure out what they are. It's not just one hydra. It's not just Leviathan. It's not just the cathedral. It's like this. Maybe they're not even connected. Maybe they just have this symbiotic relationship, and so my metaphors now is. Got the cathedral, which stands for the state. You got Christmas, which stands for the commodification of religion, the commodification of religion. Then you got the college, which stands for what I would say the nefarious long-term effects of child labor laws. That's
You're
what
gonna
I'm
have
calling
to unpack that a little bit. What?
Well, I mean, just college spring break. Everything stems back to this. Oh, we love kids, but then when you see what ends up happening, it's like spring break is a fertility cults festival in which no kids are allowed. So it's like, and that is the logical conclusion for treating kids with kids gloves. giving participation trophies and graduation hats for kids in 4K, where you just basically say the world doesn't have any hard edges. There are no consequences. If you screw someone, you don't have to worry about any consequences to that. And yeah, hey, don't even worry about grades. We'll let you retake the test 100,000 times. There literally no consequences. And so, anyways, I'm just calling that college.
College, okay.
And then the other one I'm calling California. And California is a couple things going on there. First, the gold rush. That's one thing. And the gold rush has typified so much of American culture where we're looking for places to make money. It's this red ocean strategy where the sharks are feeding. And then LA and the water wars. I think those two things are so indicative of what, the left can sit there and talk all day about, the sins of the American past, but they won't talk about the sins of California's past. They won't talk about the fact that LA is literally a parasite destroying nature, that is literally taking the water from 500 miles away. It's not an oasis. It's a parasite. It's a parasitic place that should not exist by nature. And Chinatown was all about that, about the water wars. And they just want to have their cake and eat it too, talk about. And so basically everything that California does is gold rush, greed at the expense of other people and nature, and then paying for it with indulgences of feigned philanthropy. And I just feel like that's where progressivism is today. But the nice thing about divvying these things up instead of just calling it all one thing, the temptation with calling the cathedral, blaming it all on the cathedral, is that it's the left. No, it's all these different things. The cathedral is kind of just big government centrism. One party system. It's not even a two-party system at this point. They all do the same thing. They've been doing the same thing for 100 years since Woodrow Wilson. So the cathedral, that's the cathedral. Christmas is the right wing, it's the Christian who says, oh, let's have a Chick-fil-A day to support, Jesus. Because buying things, that's exactly what Jesus would do as a protest. And then California, which is fitting that they're the left wing, the regressive left. Go west, young man, when the evil go east. There you go. You're gonna have the audacity to talk to me about Eastern values and about multiculturalism. So then, that's California is that part, and then college. As someone teaching in the school system again, I just see it up close. It's this playing bowling with the bumpers mentality. Let the little kids hurt themselves. We love kids so much. So much. In fact, we're going to let them rule us. Please don't hurt us, master children. Oh, we love you, but we're going to abort you so we don't have to deal with you anymore.